Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we're finding, learning, turning the great strategy games. And it's another spine tingling, hair raising episode of War in the East 2. We have moved most of Army Group Center for turn 4, and we will be getting into Army Group South this time. There were a few things I wanted to go back up and look at Army Group North and Army Group Center. Sometimes the OCD overcomes me, and I got to get back up there and see what's going on. Now, I am in a great mood. It is Taco Tuesday. Doesn't get any better than Taco Tuesday. Here, let's center myself in. Wow. All right, there I am. If you like to see my big melon, there it is. Uh, if not, you can always put a little piece of paper over the screen. You will only be covering, well, not the mini map in this game, unfortunately. It will be game screen. Okay. Oh, so I'm digging into, well, a few things. I just started this new series called The Air War. I thought it was going to take up too much of the basic tutorial to just keep talking about the air war. I mean, you could go on forever about the air war in this game. So I'm just making a separate, like, kind of side series where we set up all of turn 1 for the Axis in the air war because I wanted to kind of dive deep in there. But even if you're new to the game and you're like, well, is that just advanced stuff or whatever? I mean, some of it is, but I think you could really learn a lot from it because we set up all the air directives and we move air groups around and AOGs around and we do all that kind of stuff that I was doing in the basic tutorial. But I thought 4 parts of the air war was enough. And next time we're going to move on to logistics because I know a lot of people have questions about logistics. And so I've been really digging into the logistics of this game. And at the end of this turn, we are going to be changing some things around. And guess what? We're going to take over the logistics as well. I knew that AI assist, whether it be in the air or for logistics, was not going to last that long. And indeed, it took me 4 turns. I was tempted in turn 3, but I thought, well, I don't know the logistics system well enough to say, oh, this is definitely wrong or we should be doing it some other way. Now, question whether I still do, but I'm going to make a tutorial about it, so I better, and I'm also going to take it over in this game. So we'll be running it all. When we come to the air next time, I'm going to completely reorganize our air forces as well. Of course I am. Of course I am. I wouldn't have this channel otherwise. That brings me to my next point, which is thank you all so much. Either today or tomorrow, we should go over 2,500 subs. That ain't bad. We've only been up since November, so what are we on, like month 5, essentially? I think the anniversary will be April 13th. That'll be like 6 months. And so thank you guys so much. Like, I really appreciate it. I mean that, but no, not being a smartass like usual. I really do appreciate all of the support. Twitch is even starting to grow, and I mean, I don't think we're made for Twitch, are we? If you guys watch on Twitch, yeah, I hope we are. We'll eventually get there. We'll get strategy games to be the biggest genre out there. The Discord's growing. If you haven't signed up for the Discord, do it. I mean, I don't get any quote unquote benefit from it. It's not like I make money off Discord. I don't make money off YouTube, if we're being honest. But, the Discord has a lot of good discussion about the games. There's good questions that come up there. They're kind of centrally located so you can find stuff. So anyway, just some ideas. Frostbite, hello. Phantom 453, Justin Payette, P. Warner, not the wrong theater, P. Warner. I put up a War in the Pacific today. We went around the map. We talked about it. If you haven't been watching the War in the Pacifics, tune into those. We're only 2 weeks into the war. Now, it may say part 72, and that is not a misprint. But there's a lot that goes into that first few turns. We have not yet encountered the main Japanese task force. So, oh, Chrono or Scooter McDougar. I'm sorry. Hey, Frostbite, how's it going? Chrono or Scooter. Going by an alias over here, huh? I know. I got to get the MooBot off this thing. I had it set kind of stringently at first. I mean, we were a smaller channel, and so I just didn't want people coming on and saying, you know, do you want to? I hacked my girlfriend's Instagram. That's the one that I get a lot on YouTube that just shows up. I just didn't want people typing that into the chat because we always have such a good chat here. I will go relax those restrictions tonight, though. Now don't take that as some kind of crazy license, okay? I still will be monitoring. But anyway, let's get into the war, and we have moved the 18th Army. We've now turned them into an assault army. They don't look any different, but we can command more forces. Also, when you turn a group into an assault headquarters, whatever's underneath it, they also get double the amount of combat prep points back at the end of a turn. So just something to keep in mind where you really want to make your thrusts. You know, our 4 panzer groups were assault headquarters, okay? You can only do it up at like the army or panzer group level. Our 4 panzer groups are our assault headquarters to start the game, but we get 6, so we only had 4. It does cost 10 AP to do it, but I've turned 18th Army into one so I could give everybody to Model and Lindemann, and also they'll get combat prep points. We're going to use them to take Peskov, and then on to Leningrad we go, my friends. We have also created the 2nd Army down here in a beautiful fuchsia. If I had to say, if I was going to say, man, what color are my pants? That's fuchsia. Stanley. Oh, Stanley, you always have problems with Moobot, Stanley, but I don't think that that's the same problems other people are having. You're cursing at times. Stanley, by the way, I responded to you on Discord. There is a new war in the Pacific up. Now, I don't want you to log off now and go watch that. Watch it. Well, it's late where you are, my friend. But there is a new war in the Pacific up. We went over December 22nd or 21st, and we're on the 22nd. So there, take that. Hey, Caleb, how's it going? What's my favorite general of the Eastern Front, German or Soviet? I have, okay, first of all, let me put out the caveats there. I in no way, in any way, condone any kind of war crimes. War in itself is a crime, right? But a lot of what the Germans did on the Eastern Front, there's no excusing it. And even at the high levels, just turning a blind eye, even if you didn't quote unquote agree with it. Okay, so with that caveat out of the way, and we're just talking about generals, von Manstein, you know, his fighting retreat after Stalingrad in the south, and well, what he did around Kursk and that whole offensive, which we could talk more about that some other time when we get out there. But von Manstein to me is maybe one of the great generals of all time. I think in a previous video I mentioned there's some guy that's done a statistical analysis of generals, and you know, he broke it down like they do with England, you know, with world football now, or with American baseball and whatnot, and he named his top 3 generals, and it was the Duke of Wellington, Julius Caesar, and number 1 was Napoleon, and Napoleon almost broke the curve. It was a very interesting article. You ought to look it up. It's like statistical analysis of generals, and he looked at, you know, as a matter of fact, Robert E. Lee, American Civil War, got a negative score when he looked at his battles. Anyway, so yeah. Caleb, you agree. You know, von Manstein did it offensively, he did it defensively. I mean, you could say that the offensive into Belgium and France was one of the great military maneuvers of all time. And then he turned around and fought maybe the best tactical retreat of all time. And so when you're talking about those two things, that puts you up in the upper echelon. Thank you, Jim. That's very nice of you to say. Excellent. Yes, I want to make all of these games accessible to people because I love them so much. I know not everybody has the time that I do. I'm lucky in that way, and not everybody has the patience to read a 500-page rule book. Does anybody? I still haven't read the whole rule book. I mean, I go to sections and I read them before I make the tutorial, sometimes a couple of times, and then I go play around on the map to make sure I really understand it. But yes, very good. Yes, Caleb, Zhukov appeared in that great generals list that this guy did, quote unquote, statistically, and you can differ with the methodology if you want. But Zhukov was like sixth or seventh, I think, on that list of great all-time generals. He was up there like right behind Frederick the Great. And so, Zhukov does not always get the credit he deserves. The logistics of running that Soviet machine by the end were enough to probably put you in an early grave. Stanley, I don't have a link right for you that I can put on the screen, but I tell you what, I will link it after this episode. I'll put it under this one, and for you, Stanley, I'll put it on Discord too. As a matter of fact, I'll just put it on Discord, so you guys have to come to the Discord channel. I'll put the link for that. Again, that's just a place for us to sit around and chat. You can ask questions or do whatever. It's a good stuff there. And there's people on there that have a lot of knowledge about these games. Believe me. Yeah, Duke of Wellington came in at third place. Duke of Wellington fought 18 battles in his career. Sometimes he was outnumbered. Most of the time he wasn't, but he never lost a battle. And so it's hard to do better than that, regardless of the numbers. Okay, let's get into the game. I could sit here and just chat with you guys all day long. Maybe you guys would prefer that. You're like, he's better at talking than he is moving these damn armies around. Anyway, what am I doing all the way up here? Right, we got to figure out if we're really just going to let 4th Panzer sit here, and I think we are. I don't think we have any choice, but the one thing I was going to do is just back this unit up one so they're all contiguous here. I was afraid somebody could sneak up here, just cause me a little bit of a problem. We've got a pretty good spread here. There's no real breakthrough opportunities on a counterattack, so I think that all looks good. We still need to move 3rd. One of the things I was going to do here when I was looking at the map after I stopped the stream last time is I moved 4th Army all the way up here to Orsha. And actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to take 4th Army because I do want it on the depot, and the more I read about the logistics system, the more that's the case. But I'm going to move 4th Army back to Minsk, and then I'm going to move 2nd Panzer Group up to Orsha. All right, and so that way, I mean, we still have the exact, they just switch places. We have the exact same advantages, but now we've got 2nd Panzer up here closer to all of its units, and that makes sense. So Guderian has arrived in Orsha. Let's see. I don't think there was anything much else I wanted to do out here. We've got to still kind of reorganize 9th Army. We don't have good generals in 9th Army, but I keep spending my AP on other things, and so I don't really know what I want to do. And part of the reason I'm talking so much this time is I don't know what I want to do with 3rd Panzer Group. Now, we've held back 4th Panzer Group. We've held back 2nd Panzer Group. We're kind of... Oh, I do know one other thing I want to do, and that is move this unit back here. That is just because... I don't really know why, because I just wanted to kind of bridge this gap right here. I didn't want the Soviets to be able to get back across the river. That's not really what I wanted. Hold on. Let's move that Panzer Division back. Luckily, I got a bunch of movement points over here. Now, the problem with doing this, of course, is on this side of the river, they're going to get worse supply. And so in some respects, you want to keep them over here. And I've just got the one little brigade over here. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. We'll leave them double stacked. That's fine. don't get too crazy here. All right, so 3rd Panzer. Well, we want to take Vitebsk. We still don't have any kind of recon on this. And what I was going to do is just do a really quick little hasty attack. Hope that that attack gets called off. Yep, and that's what I wanted. Just to scout what the hell they had here, because we didn't know. In the olden days, I would have tried to fly some recon over that, but those days are past. We've already done our air execution. So they've got 39 sitting here at Vitebsk. I think we have to start threatening an encirclement here. Now, we've already disrupted rail this way. They could rail out this way to this, town, whatever town this is. I guess it's Saraz, okay, and then go. So I would like to get down into these hexes, but it's a real question of exactly what I want to do here, because this is bad terrain. It's not good terrain for us. And I think I'll bring these guys down here. Okay, that's fine. That's a full division, 18th motorized. And then I've got 900th layer that I like to use as kind of a scout force. So we'll bring them up here and start to see what we've got about. Now, if we could get through here, that would be ideal, because you've got rough terrain all up in here. Veliki Luki awaits. We could also try to go up this way, and we may still. But all of our motorized divisions are all in the same corps, which can be a disadvantage when you get to a situation like this, where you want to kind of spread them out and see what's going on. All right, so that's our first indication. They don't look that strong. Let's move the corps headquarters up a little bit. All right, we supposedly have a 2 and 2 here. I'm not sure if I believe that. This is across the river. Don't love it. And do we have any support units in here? Rudolph Schmidt says, give me support units. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh, is this the unit that has a non-motorized? Let's check very quickly. Yeah, nope. The heavy cannon. Now, that's interesting, because I'm pretty sure this is the one. It stuck out with me for a reason. Okay. It says they're all motorized. I was going to go through a whole thought process there, and then I thought better of it. We can't do a deliberate. All right. So we're not going to get support units anyway. All right. Well, we knocked them back across the river even further. I guess they already were. Okay. Can I get down in here? Hey, let's do that. All right. Now we're across this river. That is going to get counterattacked next time. I mean, it's completely surrounded by units. We may have to move something else down there to help it a little bit. Okay, let's try a deliberate attack here and make a push towards Veliki Luki. Wow, look at that. Wow, okay. 2,700 men. That was much better than I expected. Now, we're 2 away from 16th. This will not use up all of our movement points, but it may give us some idea of what we're dealing with here. All right, let's do a hasty and see. Okay, we scouted. That's the advantage of having good generals. They'll just scout, and you lose 40 or 50 men. You don't lose 400 or 500. We'll do the same here. Okay, that moved back. Now we're starting to, we see maybe a little bit of a lane here. Now they're going to have something decent at Veliki Luki, if I'm guessing correctly, but I wouldn't mind getting around here, and we could even take 2nd Panzer here and do a massive encirclement of Smolensk. He dreams. We'll see. Gosh, we got a lot of movement points here. Now I'm tempted to try to bust through here. All right, we're going to keep going this way if I can. Can he do another deliberate? No, he can't. I say another. He didn't do one in the first place. Let's scout them if we can. And again, we still technically won this battle. 123 men, not a biggie. Not a biggie. That's fine. Now we can start driving up here. And I kind of wish I would have taken these guys up here now, but that's fine. We'll get the panzers through up here. I believe. Let's cross this little river, if they're going to allow us to do that. Okay. Let's hit that with a hasty, and adios you go. That routed out. Ooh, I see a routed unit underneath there. Let's get logistics off. This looks like it's nothing. Is that right? All right, so the AA battalions, look at that. Veleky Luki, we're just walking in. It's like a Sunday afternoon in the park in Veleky Luki. Okay. Luigi Cadorna. Caleb, you're pulling out historical references here, man. Stanley, now this is why Moobot gets mad at you, Stanley, because you say things like all night long. I've put that in as a red flag phrase. Caleb, for you, I am going to link that article underneath here, and you can read a little bit more about the Duke of Wellington. Julius Caesar obviously did some amazing things in Gaul, so he was just in front of the good Duke. I'm trying to think who was fourth, because I think Frederick the Great was fifth, and I think Zhukov was either sixth or seventh. You know who was like ninth was Ulysses S. Grant, which I thought was interesting. They made a big deal about that. It was like an American article, right? But they made a big deal about the fact that Robert E. Lee was nowhere on the list. You know, he was negative, and Grant was actually number 9. Okay. Well, let's just go take that little town. That hot little town called Veleky Luki. Do I have any other motor? These guys are getting a little spread out. I'm going to have to change who's commanding who here in a minute, but we're through the looking glass now. Wow. And we're going to have a depot there next turn. This is looking promising, gents. I was not expecting this to go nearly this well. Right. Okay. That's heavy forest. This is light forest. Let's bring you here first. Now that would be across several rivers. I don't want to do that. We've got God, I love the fact we've got an infantry force here too, meaning I can move the panzers. Roll on. All right, bring you up here. Well, this has changed my whole strategy. I really wasn't going to go up this way, but now we are. Now we are. I mean, this is not bad terrain when you compare it. Let's zoom out and let's just see. Well, you know, if we go straight through here, we got to take Calannan. I never know quite. Is that? Yeah, it's Calannan. We've got to take that anyway. That's worth victory points, so we might as well drive something that way. We got to watch, though, because I kind of want to dip down here and encircle these chaps, if we can. He can't get very far. Oh, why is that? Oh, gosh. I'm so used to the old system that sometimes that throws me off. It only picks one of the units now, and it's the one on top. I'm just not used to it. It's not the game's fault, it's my fault. I'm not sure what they have out here. I'm not sure they have too much. Let's put it that way. A little concerned about that right there. Wow, now we're threatening encirclement here with 4th Panzer helping out. Because we've got decent terrain there too. As a matter of fact, how far could we get down here? Let's see if there's any. Oh, well, we've got some units to deal with, but let's do. Now that's 6 of 5. Speaking of Erich von Manstein, let's move him up here. Let's do an exploratory. Yeah, I knew he would scout. You genius. 5 men. You know, now we know what they got. They cannot do any more, but we've got like panzer divisions and a lot of movement points that we can deal with here. Von Manstein's only got 3 divisions that he's commanding at this very moment. So he's got more he can do. I could bring his whole group down here, really, the whole corps, and I could assign him this guy. Okay, let's do that actually. So he's 56th Motor Corps. Okay. And that's nothing against Lindemann, who's our other general up here, but put him with the best. Wonder what we have there. Let's zoom in here. So we've got river. What is this telling us it is? Light woods. Okay. What do we? This is clear. What is this? Is this rough? No, it's clear. Oh man, we should be able to break right through here. This is an armored unit though. That looks like bad news bears a little bit. Okay. Well, why don't we do this? Let's have you quote unquote scout again. You know, it's good to know. I mean, he'll pull back if it's the odds are too bad. If we lose 27 men, that's not the end of the world. He's got all kinds of support units, so okay. He's 14-5 in this current playthrough. Is this across a river? I just can't, I don't think there's a river on that hex. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's to the south. Yep, it is. Okay, so if we blow there, we could also go there. So why don't we do this? Let's move this unit up here. It's just a security unit, supposedly. We'll see. Okay, we lost 1 tank. That got the heck out of... Now that's a big retreat. When you retreat back, what is that? 30 kilometers? 30 miles? Ooh, do I dare? Do I dare? Should I do it? No, I can't do it deliberate. Okay, let's hit him. Come on now. Don't, no. Okay, we only lost 3. This is a lot stronger than it's representing, I'll tell you that. Let's hasty again. Just going to keep knocking away at it. Now, they lost 230 to our 50, but supposedly they had the odds. Yeah, I know, Stanley. Now you don't want to read the article because U.S. Grant is in the top 10. Yeah, I agree, Phantom. Valecky Lukey, usually a little more well defended, and probably should be a little more well defended. All right, I didn't. Oh, he can get around. Hey, what's up? I'm around. I'm in the back. Come let me in. I'm in the back. Right. Well, we got to get rid of him now. Yeah, I had a feeling we might get a retreat out of that. When a panzer division's in your rear. Look at this, boys. We got some real opportunities here. This is a total, you know, I mean, that just, let's back up. Let's draw up an encirclement. There we go. Okay. Ooh, this game's a lot more fun when things go well, I've noticed. I think this all looks good. We're going to have, who is this? This is Schmidt. Rudolf Schmidt. He's got great hair gel. Rudolf Schmidt does. Ooh, so very close. Look at this. Get all the way out here. What is this, like maybe 10 or 15 divisions? Where eagles dare, my friends. Do I dare do that? Yeah, why not? Hey, that's fun. Encirclements are fun. We're not going to quite get there. Of course we're not. That's 1,000 men. That's called a surrender. I don't think I have anything else that has movement points. Not really. This Panzer division could never get over there. Yeah, they're going to have to go straight out here. we almost got to this hex, which was really something considering I wasn't in any way planning to do that when this episode started. If I could go back and do it now, I would actually take one of these two and just link. We could have completely cut them off, but I didn't even think that was a possibility. I don't think he can get up there. Okay. Well, as long as they keep retreating up here to the northeast to Schlina, up in the Schlina province, that's fine by me. Okay. Well, this has started off swimmingly. I do wish he could. Can he move forward at all? No. Can you move back? No. I kind of wish he could move back, or somebody could move forward. All right. Well, it is what it is. I can't fix that now. So Schmidt, we're gonna have to put these guys on in the 57. Oh, Hans Hube. I don't mind that. Hans Hube is really good. Um, you know what? How far do we go with Hans Hube? Well, this is as far as we can go because we've only got a 2 hex gap. That is not a very strong force to be stacking him with. Can I hit these guys? I guess I could. Not sure if that's smart. This is across a river. Lest my eyes deceive me. I wouldn't mind this one to go flying, but afraid that's not the wisest course of action. All right, I'm going to stack him here. They're probably going to get counterattacked, but I want them to be in command. All right, I think that's as good as we can do, and we'll put this unit with Hubei as well. So he's got everything up here to the north. He's 57th. Okay. '57th motorized. All right, look at that. Building pockets. That town I like, huh, Stanley? I do like Valeki Luki, but you know why? Is because I feel like I know how to pronounce it. Whether that's true or not is a whole different question. And it just kind of rolls off the tongue. I feel like when I say Valeki Luki, I know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Okay then. Well, now there's all sorts of questions that can be asked of this Soviet army. Now the problem is we've got like kind of a defensive line set up here, but I think we can start moving panzers out this way and just go around Smolensk, which is fine by me. This looks like way too much to deal with. I don't want to. So let's bring one panzer division down here. We'll look around. Now we had to suspect there was going to be something down here. See, I don't want him across the river for supply though. That's going to really hurt his supply situation. How far can you get? I wish I knew what these, how strong these were, but I've used up all of my motorized cores, I think. That's usually who I use to test such theories. Ah, there's a little motorized core that can go do that. Let's bring this out here. And let's just have you do scouting missions. Okay, they were scouted. We lost 3 men, but now we know exactly what they're made of. And it's of superior stock. Again, we're losing a few men here, and I get it, but they're pixel men. And I want to see what they've got. That's generally stronger than I like to attack with the Panzer Division. We could get through here, though, I think. And if we got around the back of Smolensk, then we start to threat, this encirclement. I think they would have to start retreating back to Moscow. It may be worth the risk. Do I have any other motorized, straight up motorized? No. All right. No reason for him to be sitting back here. You can come up here, bud. All right. I do have this cavalry force. I've got another. I'll leave the cavalry sitting there. This Panzer Division. Okay, I'm going to do something and just kind of talk about different things I've learned over the years is when you attack with two divisions like this, you so overwhelm them that your losses oftentimes can be quite a bit less than if and it makes sense, right? Attacking them once and once individually. Now, if I stacked all three of these together, I think we can totally break through here, but then I would be using a lot of points. But we're going to do it because this is a Let's Play. It's supposed to be fun. We lost 20 tanks overall. Wow, we barely won that battle. Whew. Well, good thing I 3-stacked. Right. I really wanted to break through right here. They're just not strong enough. They don't have that many combat prep points. They don't have, look at their attack values. They're on red and orange. All right, I'm gonna drop them back. I don't like the way this is shaping up yet. So I'm actually gonna put one back behind here, two back behind here maybe. I will double stack this guy. I really wanted to do that. I want to have something across the river. I think if that's double stack, they won't attack it. I'll bring this guy down here. This is a stronger division. And that's fine. Now everybody's kind of linked up. We're not going to take that on if we can avoid it. Do I do it? Does he have 28th motorized? Yeah, he's got a full complement. He hasn't moved. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. I really wanted to. Oh, I do remember. I have these two divisions back here that I have not moved yet, by the way, for 9th Army. And so we can bring them around here and really threaten Vitebsk even further. Okay. It's weird. We got to go all the way down here. That's fine. All right. We're going to bring them down there. On the land bridge. And we'll just put him in that tub. All right. Okay, I think that's it in the center. Now, I said this was going to be about Army Group South, and it is. Peter says, how are my town and city conquests doing compared to the historical outcomes? We're running very close to historical outcomes right now, but I will tell you that walking through Veliki Luki, see, there you go, Stanley, I said it again, like that really is going to help. Yeah, so anyway, sorry, I was just reading comments really fast. Let's actually go look. It's always fun to do. We're right on the doorstep of Smolensk. Now, I think we looked at this last time. July 16th, Smolensk, July 13th. But I do think they're going to fall back out of Smolensk. That's why I haven't attacked it this time. We will attack it with infantry next time. So what? We would be like 4 days behind there. Veliki Luki was taken July 19th. We're 6 days early. Excellent. Vitebsk was taken July 11th. We're a little behind there, but that's okay. I mean, we've got it totally surrounded at this point. Pskov. Somebody got mad at me in the comments because I said Peskov. I guess it's Pskov. I'll say that faster from now on. July 13th, July 9th. Okay, so yeah, we're about a week behind schedule on Pskov. But that's okay, because if you look out here, the Germans just absolutely ground to a halt right here, August. So they take this July 9th. This is August 27th, so it took them 6 weeks to get from here to here. We will go much faster than that. It's same in the north up here. August 17th to cross the river here. If we're not across that river by the start of August, I would be shocked. Is shocked too strong? I don't know if I would be shocked. I would be surprised. I always like looking at these. I think this is a really cool addition. July 16th. Okay, we're right on schedule across the Dnieper. We're not moving as much down here. The Germans seem to have vectored south here. June 28th, July 9th, getting down here towards Gomel, or there's Gomel, August 19th. So it took them, 6 weeks again to get from here to here. I think they just stopped right here. Well, we stopped right here, and here comes Second Army. We'll take that long before August 23rd. So anyway, that's kind of, what we're looking at. We're on schedule, but in some respects, we're doing better because we have lanes opened up that they didn't really have opened up at that time. Okay, we've moved all of Second Army. We're going to see if we can move any of these security forces as we move to the south. Luckily, my wife is out making a music video, so I, once again, am going to play until she comes home and makes me stop. And so, I don't know, guys, that, depending on how long this goes on, we may be here for hours. I don't know if it'll go on that long. She's like, do you still want to go get tacos later? I got that about 30 to 40 minutes ago, so I don't know. Okay, I don't know. We're just going to hit this thing with security units. What the hell do we care, right? I mean, these guys are all going to go back to the security Garrison box, theater box, so sure. Maybe I should have moved to surround him. Let's encircle this guy. What do you say? With security units. That'll be fun. All right. Let's then start moving. Is he overstacked? No, he's got 9 of 9. This is 17th Corps under Kainitz. Oh, God, he's horrific. 3.8. I mean, that's really bad for a German general. We're going to have to get rid of that because he's going to have to be the main thrust to get to Kiev. I said get there. I was to take it. He's going to be the thrust. I just said we're going to try to encircle this guy, but I don't want him to come down here and mess with the railway. So we're just going to send this one regiment-sized unit up here to try to, they can mud wrestle up here in the marshes. What happened, game? It's really slow. What's my message level? Let's get message level down to 2. I think I had it on 3 for the air war. Whoa! Wow! He blew out of... It's like he was shot out of a cannon. Went flying by my screen there. All right. So he's 256th. Let me guess. That's 356th, right? There's 156th. We'll go ahead and stack them or get them close together here. As a matter of fact, I'll move him forward one more to see what we're dealing with. He'll catch up next time. We'll make a division out of him. We'll make a division out of you yet. All right. You are moving forward. I feel like they have a lot more to the north than usual, but then I go and look, and Kiev is now oriented further north, and I guess it makes sense. So, we'll move them up here. Sure. Feels like a little bit of a waste of movement points to get them up in here, but we've got some real units to deal with there, so all right. And then we'll move Kainitz up. He's going to be replaced very shortly, maybe as early as next turn. I can't do a deliberate. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to leave that be. That's fine. That doesn't slow us down at all. All right, we're just going to keep moving straight east here with 6th Army. Sure. I'm trying to learn exactly who I've got commanding what here, so just be patient with me when I say who is doing this. 6th Corps is Hans Reinhardt. He's okay. We're not going to replace him. He's fine. And then, again, just go straight east. Wow, you can get a long ways around here. I don't think I want to go that far. Right, okay, you're there. You'll be there, and you leading the charge. And we'll start actually, I mean, we're really going to start heading northeast now to start heading towards Kiev. Okay, it's not ideal. That's across a river. I don't like my headquarters to be on the other side of a river because of supply. That's what I'm saying, Richard. We can always have tacos. And I can't stream after I've had a couple of margaritas because, I mean, it would be entertaining for you guys, but maybe for all of the wrong reasons. Yeah, oh, why? They are all the same. Well, I mean, I've only had this one, so I don't know if they're all the same. This is not like my fourth wife, but I have heard that. I've heard that. Covini! Well, why are you late? Why are you late? Yeah, Stanley, I like those historical markers. I definitely do. We're right on time right now, anyway. The Germans like a good fine timepiece, right? Now then, we've got this whole core down here. We need them to start moving up here as well. But I want to see the overall situation. All right, he's sitting on 27 of 27. We've got this core that's directly attached to Army Group South. I'd probably rather it not be that way. I will tell you, it's not as big of a penalty as you may think. Okay, so usually at the core level, for people that are just getting into this game, so let's take this core, right? During the turn when they do combat, after the turn when we do a logistics, when it comes to how many movement points these have next time, the general will have to roll. They're going to roll a die, and it's a 10-sided die at the core level. And so when you look at his statistics, and it's Kynets, 4 for morale, 5 initiative, 5 admin. Okay, the highest they can have is a 9, right? I guess they did it that way so they might fail every once in a while. So the highest they can have is a 9. It's a 10-sided die at the core level. If it fails, whatever checks, so the game supposedly runs up to thousands of checks every turn. So for logistics, let's say, how much supply are you going to get, division? Well, part of that is based on his administrative score. Initiative has to do with movement and combat. Morale has to do almost solely with combat. So they have to pass all these checks. It's a 10-sided die at this level, all right, the core level. If they fail that check, it goes to the army level. Okay, and you'd say, well, all right, well, let's have a really great general here. Well, of course you want a really great general here, and we've got von Reichenau, who is very good, 767, 6 infantry, so he's well above average. But when he tries to pass that second check, so it's been failed at the core, and he tries to pass it at the army level, it's a 20-sided die, all right? And so you may say, oh, so he's got a kind of a lower chance. Yeah, he does have a lower chance, but statistically, when you add these two together, overall they have a higher chance. But that's why I like to keep my better generals at the core level, so it never even moves up. Because by the time you get to Army Group South, that's a 40-sided die against von Rundstad, who's a very good general. But let's say that an admin check gets up to von Rundstad. He's got an 8, but it's a 40-sided die, so he's got a 1 in 5 chance, essentially. He's got a 20% chance. Now, when you add that to the other percentage chances, it adds up. But at the core level is the best chance they have to beat the die roll. Just something to keep in mind. Why was I talking about that? Well, I was talking about groups that are directly attached, all right? It works a little bit differently for them. And so this headquarters is directly attached to Army Group South. In this case, he rolls his normal roll. When it goes up here, then it would be not against a 20-sided die, but I think a 24-sided die. So they don't get quite that, the next level, which would be the Army headquarters. It's a little wider than that on the statistics, um, but it's not as bad as you would think. And if a division is attached directly, let's say, to an army, instead of having to beat a 10-sided die, they have to beat a 12-sided die. I think if it goes to the army group level, it's a 14-sided die. Why do I know all that? I don't know. Why do I know all of this useless information? I should probably put that to good use. And that's why I became a lawyer. You can put all kinds of useless information to work there. Okay, back to the game. And let's go back here. Now we want to build our corridor here so that 16th Army can get, or 16th, what? 1st Panzer Group can get the hell out of here, okay? And we've got all these 1st Panzer Group infantry, but I want them to build out this way, and so I'm going to use these parts anyway of, just trying to figure out what would be best. Okay, I'm going to use these parts of 6th Army to help me start building this wall. Now he's 5 of 5. Have we already attached to 55th Corps? We have. Okay, 55th Corps has not moved. The headquarters hasn't moved, so you get, there you go. We got our support units in there. Well, hell, I don't know. Let's keep moving forward with 6th Army. Does he? He doesn't have quite enough. I don't want to hit that unit with a hasty. I'll hit them, and we'll see what happens. It may just, ooh. That was not exactly what I wanted. All right, but we're going to start building this corridor. Now you take, he's only got 4, though. They've got no combat prep points. I'm going to do it deliberate, though. They held, but we put a hurting on them that time a little bit. I'd like to get rid of these so I don't have to worry about them when it comes to the panzers. I thought they were, well, they weren't isolated, though, and you can see that right here. Okay, we're going to move you to this side of the river. And we're going to move you up into this little town, and we'll rebase some planes up in there. As you can see, every other hex, that's always what I try to do. And we built, we start to build our on-ramp here onto the Panzer Highway. Okay, now we've got the Panzer infantry divisions. What are they going to do? Well, they can maybe come up this way and build this side of the highway. All right, so there's that guy. We've got this little bit of rough here. We either want to go this way or this way. It's unclear yet. I would love to envelop all of these Soviet divisions here. I think we can do it. We'll get there. But if we're going to do that, we really kind of got to go this way a little bit, right? How about there? I'll put you on the mountaintop. Okay. Now then, there's another infantry division. I'm almost tempted to come around here, but his other 2 units are up there, so I don't think that's very wise. Although, he would get direct supply back here. I am just going to put him right there. What's the use of a good panzer infantry division if you aren't going to do stuff like that? Okay, now let's move the headquarters and see. I'm going to worry more about these guys up here. Let's just go put you on that airfield. And then I think I have no, I do not. Oh, this is 1st Panzer Group headquarters. Okay, fine. We've got a security unit out here doing absolutely nothing. Up to mischief. I'm going to put him there. That's bold, Cotton. Right. We've got a lot here. Okay, have we moved all of 6th Army? That's question number uno. And I believe we have. When we have all the headquarters up here, let's just put him in Rovno. Should I do that, though? I guess this guy can stay in command. I don't know. That's fine. These guys need some command. They need a commander. Get up there, buddy. All right, everybody's in command there. Decisive, yeah, Decisive Campaigns is a great game. Great game. And if you like any kind of role playing aspect at all, I mean, you've got to. I think when you said DC, that's what you meant. DC, yeah, Decisive Campaigns, awesome. We'll play that when the new Ardennes Offensive comes out. We're going to play it on the channel. I love those games. And if you like role playing at all, so in that game, you've got to keep German High Command happy, as well as trying to carry out, sometimes not always the best objectives. It's a lot of fun. And it's a well done war game. As a matter of fact, it's the same guy that did Shadow Empire, right? So, Shadow Empire is an amazing game, and people are really mad that he's off doing Decisive Campaigns right now. It's also the guy that did Advanced Tactics, and I mean, Advanced Tactics Gold. They're possible that's in my top 10 hours ever played of any game. Anyway, enough with the trivia. I'll get that game early when it comes out, and we'll play it here. Oh, hell no. Where did all you... I feel like I'm in a Eastern European nightclub. Where did all of you Russians come from? Right. Okay. Wow. Well, that adds a little flavor to what we're doing here. Let's back up for a second. I got to get reoriented. We've still got 17th Army back here doing nothing. Okay, can I move any of these Hungarians? I can. I need to get rid of that. I'm trying to do it with a security unit and a mountain unit. Yes, these are kind of attacks I live for. We've got Hungarians down. Hungarians down. Peter says that he notices I'm using security units as infantry. Do they not have unique suppressive capabilities? Peter, in the first game they did, and you had to have garrisons in certain Soviet cities. Yes, Kovini, there is a new Decisive Campaigns coming out, Ardennes Assault, I think it's called, or Ardennes, something like that. Battle of the Bulge, obviously. Yes, back to your question, Peter. In the first game, you had to move them into certain Soviet cities that had garrison requirements, and they had double their number of troops to meet the garrison requirement. So that's kind of how they had better suppressive capabilities, as opposed to a regular unit that was sitting in that town. And if you didn't have enough garrison, there would be a little partisan unit that would spawn, a counter that would spawn. Now there's an entire theater box called the Garrison box, Soviet Union Garrison, easy for me to say. We just had our first unit withdrawn into that, and the way the theater boxes work here, you have to have a certain percentage, you have to meet the percentage, otherwise it will start causing interdiction of your freight and your units on the map. That's how that works now. It will take, you will see interdiction. The way this game does interdiction, it has like little icons that pop up on the map, and if you're trying to move freight or troops through there, it will cost extra movement points. Oh, that does remind me. I've been meaning to turn this on, these combat delays, because they do actually matter. So if you do combat in a hex now, it costs you more to get through that hex that turn, and I should have those on. I don't really know how I want to structure all of this yet. Let's go back here. Because of that, let's go back here. Let's start moving 17th Army. And let's do a deliberate, okay. Wow, 13,000 men. Holy smokes. That's more men than it was showing that they actually had. Okay, I'll take it. Look at these mountain boys go. Surrendered. That was another 9,000. And we've got an armored unit that probably, I don't know, what did that say? It had like 200 AFVs? Holy cow. All right, what's this part of? 49th Mountain Corps. There you are. Okay, do you have any? No, he doesn't even have support units yet. My goodness, buddy. Getting frisky up in the mountains. Mixed art. Oh, I didn't want to pick that one. Oh, that's fine. Howitzer. I don't know. We've got a just plethora. Motorized flak. LW mixed flak. That's what I want. Stugs. I'll wait on those. Do we need rockets? You always need rockets, right? Let's give him a heavy warfer. All right. Sure. I mean, 17th Army, your speed's not nearly as important. Just make sure you're cleaning everything up. So let's do a deliberate attack on that. Wow, we not... Whoa! That's a nice result. They surrendered 103 AFVs and almost 9,000 men. Ooh, we can do another deliberate. Can't bring that guy in, though. He's only got 3 movement points. So let's hit... Wow. They captured like almost 20,000 men and about 400 AFVs this time around. That's not bad for a day's work. And this security unit, we may use it for something, to surround something. I'm actually going to take this mountain unit and I'm going to try to kind of clear out some Soviet hexes there and keep them sort of all together. I probably should be moving down here a little faster. How do I do this? I guess I could have used him for this. I probably should have. He's just out of command range now. So he can't get support units, but that's fine. Mountains attacking into mountains, we'll take that. That's 6,500 men. I think we've now captured, just right in this area, like 30,000 men here. It's pretty crazy. All right, I'm going to use this security unit just to clean up hexes a little bit. I'll use you to come here. Let's do that first. All right, he's in that unit. We got to get these Hungarians out here. They can help us surround stuff. So I want to get that moving a little faster. It's my fault. I'm dilly-dallying a little too much. All right, security. Security, sure. Let's just move you through the mountains. Why not? All right, then we've got the security headquarters. We've got the Slovaks up here. Slovaks ready to party. No, no. All right, we'll move those in a minute. Oh, here we go. That's what I was looking for. I just didn't want these guys to be able to retreat out of here. So I want to go put him there. And at least, you know, if they do try to get away, there's, you know, 2 security units here that can do something. Well, not much, but they can stand in the way, at least. Oh, so anyway, back to that question. Our security units will be put, all of them, will be put into that Soviet Union Garrison theater box on turn 7. Some of them go a little sooner, but the vast majority go in at turn 7. And so we'll no longer have those on the map. I'm kind of using them a little ahistorically, let's be honest right now. But I'm trying to be honest, guys. I'm trying to be honest here. Okay, mobile. Okay. There. Everybody's moved. Just making sure I'm not leaving anything behind. There's so many units down here. Oh, there's the Slovaks. That's who I was really looking for. That's what all the ladies say, right, you Slovaks out there? Move him here. Could have him hold there, but no. I'm going to have the Romanians try to clean that up. So I'm going to move the Slovakians this way. I don't think he can't get out of here. There's too many German hexes. And we'll move the Slovakian headquarters up by the Slovakian troops. Imagine that. All right, that all looks fine. And then the Hungarians, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with them yet because I do like to use them for encirclements. I could put them up here, but we already have quite a bit of coverage there. These guys are going to get, he's going to get moving up here and try to complete an encirclement of all of this. Encirclements, always be thinking encirclements. All right, this part of 17th can get cooking. Let's go. You're going there. You're going there. We're going to bring them straight east. Take an air base there. We'll take... Should I come down here? I don't think they're needed down there. Although I do want 11th Army to start to get going that way. You're going to come down here. And where are you going, bud? There? There? How far can you go? I'll just put him there. All right. I probably would have thought more about that if I was just playing with myself. But with you guys patiently waiting, I'm not going to sit there and think that hard over 17 Army being placed one hex differently. Okay, that all looks good. If we're going to keep going here till my wife gets home, I'm just warning you, if I jump up and I'm gone for like 10 seconds, I had to go grab an 8-pound Yorkie and put it off the couch onto the ground because we don't want a wet couch. All right? Too much information. But I didn't want you to be alarmed if I jump up. The dog is right now asleep. If the dog awakes, I may jump up rather quickly. Okay. I'm just going to keep moving these security units out here. I don't really know what to do with them. I'm not used to having them on the map. That mountain core. Okay, the mountain core's got to move. The headquarters does. We'll move him right up here. That's all of his units. They're mountaining. What is that, spelunking? I think that's like hiking, right? Right. It's back to these Hungarians. Let's move the Romanians. And do you have any? He's in the Mountain Romanian Corps. The famed Romanian Mountain Corps. Okay, let's go back to you. He's so isolated, he just surrendered. 84, 72, and 300 AFVs. Crazy. I assume this has got, it's just going to surrender too. It's completely surrounded. Oh. Of course not. Of course you did not. All right. Give me two seconds. I'm gonna go put this dog off the couch. So professional of me, right? Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Ooh, that was a close one. Anyway, I'm back. Richard broke out at Novgorod and on his way to Leningrad. Well done, my friend. That's great. What turn? You know, now he's going to tell us that was in the spring of 42. You maybe, well, I guess that's not that late. Just a year or so. I'm kidding, Richard. I'm sure you're doing much better than that. All right, Mountain Corps down here. 17th Army headquarters there. Security unit guy up here. Sure. I'll just move the security headquarters. Oh, I should put it on a depot, though. Let's look at our depot situation. We're going to be moving all of the Panzer Group out, so let's put the security group on at Tarnopol, because this is our main depot out here right now. I'm glad I So I don't know what I was thinking there. 17th Army is going to stay right here at Lvov. Yep, that works. Okay, so we've got, those sitting on depots. That's perfect. These guys, I don't know. I really want to get rid of this unit, but I don't know that I have anything great to do it with. Is this rough? No, it's clear. Oh, okay. Let's move. Do I move these Romanian tanks over here and do that? Seems like a waste, because we're going to lose some tanks, especially Romanian tanks. All right, I'll move this Romanian unit back. Do I do a deliberate attack? God, I'm slowing way down here. Mamma mia! My God! Come on, man. You got nowhere to go. I should have just done a deliberate attack and this would be over. Okay, well, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over it. Actually, I probably will for the next several episodes, but that's fine. The Hungarians, I still don't know exactly what to do with them. Let's back up for just a second. Okay, I've moved the vast majority of 17th Army, but we've got more, that's a good thing. Can't get beyond here, though. There we go. Get him there. That works. And this unit, we'll bring him a little further to the north. That works. We'll bring this unit a little further to the south. Okay. Headquarters. Oh, he's got this 97th Light Division and 52nd Corps, or the 52nd Corps. There. You know what? He can still do a deliberate attack, 57th ID. I don't know why we don't do that. Who's that under? And who's commanding? Yeah, he's got it. It's a Varau, who's not great, but not so bad that we've replaced him yet. Let's just go ahead and hit them and see what... Well, that didn't go well for us. Actually, didn't go well for us at all. That's surprising. They're only representing a 5. Okay. What can I do? I can only read the odds. Does he have anyone else? No. No. Okay. All right, so this is that last 97th Light. We'll bring 97th Light, I don't know, here. We're going to move all of the Panzer Division out, so Panzer Divisions. All right, that all works. What's happening at Tarnopol again? We've got that command, but these guys are all going to move out. Okay. 17th Army Group South Luftflotte. Oh, we've got this free agent that I still haven't moved. He's directly to Army Group South. Okay. Let's just drive him up here as far as we can. Take control of that rail line, boys. And just stack him on a 6th Army unit. That works. Let's do the railroad while we're thinking about it. I'm going to have to move one of these units because we're triple stacked in Tarnopol. Let's just move him for a second. I mean, he's going to keep moving anyway, so that's fine. Good old Tarnopol. 8. Gosh darn. You can move a lot further with this. Sorry, excuse me, I didn't mean to do that in the microphone. 2. He can't go there, or he can't repair rail there until we knock this out. So we're just going to have to waste one for a turn, one move. Now, a lot of people would say go ahead and attack so the railroad could move forward one more. We're making a lot better progress than you did in the old game. I think it'll be fine. Okay, let's start moving first Panzer group, and we'll start with the motorized. I think the idea is maybe just push right here, get around behind the river, and encircle all those troops. And okay, well, that's part of the problem. Now we've run in. I mean, this is one thing the AI is doing a lot better of, and I almost think we should drive right up here and then come around. I think that there's more up here to get through, up here by Zytomir. I'm tempted to. I wish I knew what some of these were. Well, let's do the... Wow. He's really hurting for movement points. Let's do an exploratory attack. He was just going to scout always. We lost, God, 227 men. Peter asks, when detaching a support unit from a unit, is there a lag when it can be used again, or can they, in essence, be teleported around at will? Well, when you attach them directly to a division and then you unattach them, they go up one level. So just naturally, if you did nothing, if you don't set support levels, they're all at 0, let's say, they move up one rank every time. So it'd go from the corps level to the army, whatever army that corps is in, to the army group level. They move up that way. If you've got support levels set at each headquarters, it will try to grab as much, to get up to its number as it can. And so can you teleport them around? Well, you can only move them once a turn. How about that? So if they're at one headquarters and you move them to your headquarters, you can only do that once. You can't move them more than once. But the corps, of course, can use it as many times as at once. The corps headquarters can use it as many times as at once. So, yeah. Wow, guys, I don't really like our situation here. I thought we were in a better situation than I feel like we are right now. Let's move this headquarters up here. Oh, that's right. We put the Slovaks in here. Let's bring them up and maybe do a little bit of scouting about. All right. I guess if I broke through here, it's not the worst thing in the world. We could do an encirclement here. The one I really want is that's probably asking for too much, right? But I would like at least this smaller one. But let's see what we have here. Okay, we scouted. Man, 485 men. Right. Okay, well, we got to break through somewhere here. Now, the infantry is going to catch up with us by next turn. There's nothing up here. What is this unit? Well, we're about to find out. Oh, it's double stacked. That's another scouting mission. 26,000 men. Good thing they didn't go much further. Right. Okay. Now, we could go right through here and actually encircle them, I think, but do I dare? We would have to hit this unit to get through. Well, that's not true. If I'm right here, I could get a Panzer through here, Panzer division, but then he may get stranded back there. So, all right, let's move this unit down here, and let's see what we can do down here. Again, losing men like crazy down here. Okay. On to the next plan. Just keep probing. You will find a weakness. It's just a matter of when. Right. Okay. Now, does this headquarters under Naring, who's very good, he's got support units. We're going to use this SS unit, this one, the Viking, to break through here, I think. I hope. My gosh. All right, well, he only retreated, but this is going to be our breakthrough point. Oh, he did rout. All right. 8,000 men. Wow. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to use this SS unit to hold this one, and we're going to start trying to carve a path up and through. Wow, 24 and 14 here. That's not exactly the best place to break through. But we're through here now. We're going for it, Nelly. Right, that doesn't do me much good. He's way the hell up here now. Can he get down here and help in any meaningful way? Not really. Okay. Got that Panzer Division. Let's just make sure I've got my headquarters straight in the mind. This Panzer Division is with these guys. Okay. Let's bring him down here. So he's through the gap now. And we've got a 9, a 7. There's 7 of 5, 7 of 5. Okay, let's bring Naring up at least to here. Let's see. They can't do a deliberate attack, but that may be okay. We're going to send them in to see what happens. This might not be pretty. Hey, we got them to retreat out. Okay, we lost 7 tanks. That's fine. That's fine. We had to break a hole through here, and now we've done it. Now then, you go there. You stay here, and there's our gap. All right. Now, we can start doing things like this. We could go through there. He can definitely get through here. Okay, so we'll put them with Naring to the... Oh, their headquarters is even down here. Even better. Wow, okay. This could work out pretty well, I think. Gosh, I hate to attack with my panzers like that. Well, let's drive through the gap. I think we have to attack right here. I don't really want to, but I think we have to. This is von Mackensen, who's very good. All right. I'll put him right on this rail line. I'm also going to attack there again. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I thought I had enough. Just happened. I thought I had another motorized out here, and I was just like, where the hell is this motorized unit? That's what I need. Okay, perfect. Now we're through. Now we're through. I kind of wish I wouldn't have moved some of those panzer divisions, but that's fine. Okay. They surrendered. And that, they all surrendered. Okay. Now things are happening. And we're in clear terrain, so that's good. They just completely retreated out. We can go, quote unquote, cut this rail here so they can't get out that way. We already did that really to some extent. Who's got movement points? Okay. I guess he's going to come down here, get as far as he can. Wow, he just can't get through there. I don't really understand that. He should be. It's because we fought battles here. That's why I wanted to show this, where the delays are. That's kind of a cool system. I like that. I like that they've done that. So I'm going to move him there. I'm going to move him. I mean, are you serious? You can't even go there? All right. Can you move down here? No. Can you move down here? No. Well, I kind of want somebody down here now. Oh, how about this guy? There we go. Around you go. I'm tempted to make an attack there, but I won't. You can't move anywhere. Can you get through now? Not really. It's so weird to me. He's going to move this way. And yeah, He can't move any further. It's so strange. Right. I guess, I mean, we could go after this guy. We've broken through back here, and we took that rail, which is very important, I think. Okay. He has got this unit and this unit. That's fine. That works. I'm going to back him up one, I think. Yeah, we'll let the infantry do any kind of breakthrough here, but I think eventually we're going to come down here and go through as well. That all works. That's all of his units. So that's 48th motorized. Right. Actually, why don't I move him back one? Now I'm going to move him here. I think that works a little better. Put you on the rail line. There we go. Okay, cool. Ready then. I could even have him like go here, make an attack. Let's try it. He won that battle pretty well. And then we'll move him right back there onto the rail line. That works for me. Now then, do we have anybody else in 1st Panzer? I don't know. I feel like these have gotten really scattered on me. I don't want it to be that way, but it feels that way. This is 29th Corps. That is 48th Corps. He's got all of his on. He's got his. That's all the infantry, right? And then the 14th Motorized Corps needs to move up. Okay. I don't like this little gap here, and that's what I'm going to use the Hungarians back here for, I think, if I can get them up here. Or I can bring... Ooh, not sure I like that at all. Let's back up. Can I back up? Can I back up? No, it's because these damn points. It's a good system. I like it. This is a problem, actually. We've got 2 headquarters here. We've got all of these Soviet units that can drive here. But we've got another Panzer division. Thank goodness. We needed this one. He's going to go right there. Actually, right there. Face across the river, and they can't go anywhere. I mean, they can't come this way anyway. Now, we do have these retreating units, and I think I'm just going to keep hitting these again. Okay, he routed 454. Let's hit these guys again. See if, okay, now they routed. Whew, probably should have done that right from the start. They're out of here. I'm also, can't really move him, can't move him, can't really move him. All right. Let's bring the Hungarians up here just to kind of run a little bit of interference more than anything. The Mobile Hungarian Force. Love it. Now you're going to go there. Your headquarters is going to go, I don't know. How about here? Is that good? Sure. It's going to go there. Can you move forward? No. You can't move. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I'm just testing to see if they have any movement left at all. He's going to go there. Okay, that's fine. Romanian tanks. Now we ride, gentlemen. Now we ride. Who do you have? Wow, he's commanding all these Romanians. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I really want to make an attack. We'll go there. These are divisions. Now, who are you with? Okay, that's one of your dudes. Maybe we'll bring these all a little bit south. How about there? All right, we'll put you there. Bring you around here. We'll put ourselves together a division. Oh, I'm really glad they're all in the same division. I would have been really embarrassed if that wasn't the case. Okay. Hey, we've got even more Hungarians that got movement points. They've all got movement points. We could really surround this guy if we wanted to. We've got these Romanians. But with that, I think I'm going to call it an episode. Where are we right here? The wife has arrived. We're at an hour and a half. Perfect. We just hit it. Oh, is that right, M60? I didn't think they could move next to enemy units. We're talking about the railroad unit. He says we can go right next door. Or right next to one and repair a unit. Well, we're going to do it then. Anyway, I'm going to call this an evening. I'm going to go partake in Taco Tuesday, in Margaritaville, whatever the case may be. A little salt, a little lime. If I'm streaming later, I shouldn't. Let's put it that way. Nah, it never gets that crazy. I'm too old for such nonsense. Kalo, how's it going? I'm sorry you missed. I'm sorry you missed. You always have a lot of good comments, Kalo. Thank you guys all so much. Everybody that stopped by. Great crowd today. Great crowd. What a crowd! Right? That's what all the comedians say. You, what a crowd! No, the comments are always the best here. And we got a little breakthrough here in the South. The South is a slog. We'll persevere. We'll do it. We'll do it. We're going to get to Rostov. Don't you worry about it. I know we can do it. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I always appreciate thanks for all the support. And I will talk to you next time. Strategy Gaming Dojo. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.